Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30. To the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game. Next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Well, the two men come together and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Ross on the return.
Game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well,
he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty,
From the sideline after that catch, they're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, Haskins. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other players.
Jalen Richard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and 10, Haskins. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Again, it's Haskins. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Now watch one, watch one. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity of this defense. Is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind.
As our first one comes from New Orleans. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Matt Ryan, a first quarter touchdown pass in that one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the Panthers' 19-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't think you got it, sir.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the time. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, McCaffrey.
It's running.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shot the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 40 now on second down. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Draw play. Ingram now. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball.
Can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10, here's Haskins again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And fights through one man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Check three. Hop. He's checking. Crash.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime, and due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got a man open, it's Ross. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Barker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense
game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now Haskins to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Haskins back to the air, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Here's Haskins. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard.
Went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure?
The defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you what they're presenting and continue to do so?
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, hold up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Newton able to use those legs and get an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On play action, Haskins. There's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Off the play fake. Haskins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the... And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off play action. Haskins. Time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here. It looks like right at the 40. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have a second touchdown. You got the first one.
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing best. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Up 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
McCaffrey. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offense.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have now, and they convert there on 4th down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
That would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown.
That led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Barber. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now. Richard lost it, and the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike's by 4. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Here we go with Haskins. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Quick the edge. Go.
This is Richard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
It's just me and you.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a